Now, I talked today about the importance of looking at the way technology is going in the world and how we can use that technology in our business to do what we do, which is sell stuff. But what I love about him is he's using technology to make the world a better place. I mean, electric cars make the world a better place. SpaceX, because he believes that if mankind is going to carry on, we've got to find another planet to live on, because we're going to make this a very small planet very quickly. We are to blame for everything we are today. That's the first thing. And you can take that as something that brings you down, or you can take it as something that lifts you up, because it means we can be the architects of change. So right now what we do is we wait for everything to happen, when it comes to new forms of media, the digital era. The digital era was 10 years in before ad agencies thought, maybe we should hop into this digital era, and then and it all goes down to this people in advertising think proactive is to run down and advertise the local hairdresser, make an ad, stick it up and send it in an award. That's not proactive work. I mean, that's harsh, because obviously there is other elements of proactive where you walk into client with a proactive idea. All that's great, but where we really have to go is we have to look at, the technology curve is like this at the moment. What's going to be happening up here? What's going to happen with self-driving cars? Outdoor billboards disappear and they become things that you see on your windscreen. Dreamscapes where can we plant ads in people's dreams? All these sorts of insane things that we need to understand and look at and create ideas for, which we don't do as a business. We are a really, frankly speaking, generally speaking, a boring, non-entrepreneurial business, which, as a creative business, which is what we're fundamentally supposed to be, how can you ever succeed? Often you walk into an agency and this is the way you're supposed to think, and your individual personalities and thought things, etc., and interests are put aside. Or we don't do that. I mean, the way what I encourage the agency to do is bring ideas that you've seen out there, explore the world. See, as a business, we don't sit in offices all the time. I force them to get out. I force them to find both emotional, intellectual oxygen. I force them to go to science fairs. I force them to go to, when I say force, let me tell you, you don't have to force someone to leave the office. They actually already wouldn't mind doing it. Then we say, now apply all the things you're witnessing and experiencing in your life out of there. Also, we hire smart people. We hire people, as I always say, you can't be interesting unless you're interested. We hire people that are interested in things that are going on around the world. And then I say, take all the things you know and say, how can you apply all the social, technological advances that are happening now? How can you apply that to the brands that we have and we work on? Bring that to us. And I promise you, that is the most exciting part of our business at the moment. Because it's not even about, hey, go and shoot a film. It's, let's go and shoot a film, and then what are we going to do with that film? Where are we going to put it? So you take the most basic idea, and then you apply it to a multitude of technologies. But the other thing that we also still maintain very strongly, and is that unifying idea. Even more so. You've got such a fragmented world. It's funny. The more we know about each other, the more fragmented the world gets, etc. Media find that idea that unifies everybody. So that remains a discipline. It's not just about finding a funny, wacky idea that can, look great and not actually having any great purpose about it. It's bring it back in and make sure it applies to that unifying idea.